Welcome back, gamers. Today is a Phantom Forces video, as I promised, but not really. So we all know Phantom Forces is a pretty old game, being released in September of 2015, and peaking, at least in the community's eyes, in 2016, many considering 2016 to be the golden age of Phantom Forces. Not to say that the game's gone downhill since then, but that's definitely the golden age of peak Phantom Forces. And from a friend, I found a game, Modded Archive, which takes old Phantom Forces with old models, sounds, and maps, and sprinkles in some new stuff. A lot of stuff from Black Ops 2, surprisingly, such as the DSR-50, the sniper from Black Ops 2, and a few maps from Black Ops 2, such as Raid, which is one of my personal favorite maps from Black Ops 2, aside from Nuketown, which we all know is the best. So Modded Archive is a game by PFMA, which is just PF Modded Archive. The group it belongs to is by Digital NOS, and the description just says, an unofficial non-profit group dedicated to host archives of Phantom Forces. More information can be found in their community server, referring to their Discord server. They have two games in this group, Phantom Forces in brackets 2019, and then Modded Archive, which is the topic of today's video. Now, all I gotta say is there's a lot of good about this game, and the fact is it's just a modded version of Phantom Forces, but there's also a lot of annoying things that I think will come in future updates. Maybe the developers will even see this and take my suggestions into account. But anyway, let's get into the actual game. Now let's start with the good about this game. Now I've only really played with friends in small servers because this game is practically dead, which makes sense. It's pretty new and not really discovered yet. But the good things. One, sniping is amazing. The intervention actually feels like a death machine, which it doesn't really feel like in the main game. Sniping is so much better. I don't know what about it is better. It just feels so much better compared to the main game sniping. Number two, the added content. The added content, they've added more guns in this one version than they have in the last 3 updates. Another thing that's good is the lighting. It's the older style of Phantom Forces lighting, and it's just so much better. It looks like, it gives it an atmosphere, really. That's probably the best part about it. It gives the game an atmosphere. Instead of just being a skybox with lighting, it actually gives it a feeling of, you know, you're in the Middle East somewhere on Desert Storm, and, you know, it gives you that kind of, it gives you a good feeling, where the lighting in the main game is just kind of gross and disgusting. Alright, so now with the negative. Now, these things aren't necessarily bad about the game, but I think they should be tweaked or fixed. The first thing I've noticed with everyone who's played the game, even if I'm in a call or in the chat, the sensitivity is not the same as the main game, Phantom Forces, and just feels kind of sluggish or too fast. Never quite right, even if you have the exact same settings as the main game. I don't know why this is. It could just be the game play and the game mechanics are older, so it doesn't feel exactly like the main game. Whatever the reason, that would definitely be a huge plus if it was fixed. The second thing is the iron sights on majority of the guns are not disgusting, but they're bright and contrasting with a dark background. You can't see through the iron sights because your eyes are focusing on the big white ring around it, while the person is dark and black, especially when the day cycle goes to night. In day, it's a little bit better, but definitely could be fixed. The third thing is the muzzle flash. The muzzle flash is god-awful. There's a scene in the Halo TV show, Season 2, where the muzzle flashes just look like PNGs. This looks like a PNG, but distracts you heavily from what you're shooting at. And not in a way where it's like, oh, it's a realistic muzzle flash. It's just this PNG, it seems, that's there, and blocks your view. So if they could maybe tone that down or make it a little less intense, that would be fantastic. And my last thing, and this is a little bit nitpicky, but the UI, when you're selecting attachments, is not organized, and my little autistic brain hates that. I want it to be like the modern day PF, where it's all organized in its separate category. I just love that about modern day PF. So, if you guys ever want to play this game with me, I'm play it quite often because it is quite fun. Join my Discord server, link down below. Hop on a call and we'll play. So yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, do all that. See you guys next time.